The fifth grade PowerPoint project is a presidential PowerPoint research project. For the project, you're going to be researching a president of the United States, gather the research in a Word document, and then use the Word document to build your PowerPoint, and then eventually add sounds and images and video and audio to your PowerPoint. So that's the process. First thing you have to do is choose a president. So you cannot choose certain presidents. You cannot choose Washington, Lincoln, Kennedy, Bush, the father and the son, Clinton, or Obama. Now that seems like a lot of presidents you can't choose, but believe it or not, there are plenty of presidents for you to choose from. So first thing you want to do is go to the website that shows the presidents in terms of order of office and their pictures so you can get a better idea of who they are. So that's the link right here that says click here to see them in order, and it'll take you to this website. So here are all the presidents in order of terms of office, and you can see there are plenty of them that I didn't just mention. So you're going to choose one. You might want to choose one because of how they look or what their name is or when they served in office, if you like a certain time in history. But once you choose the president, you're going to come to me and let me know who your president is, because no one can have the same president. We're all going to have different presidents. And then you're going to begin your research. Okay, so to begin your research on the Useful Links tab, there is a category now called U.S. Presidents Research Links. This is where you're going to begin and use the sources that I've listed here. So there's 6 sources. You are not necessarily going to use all 6 sources or need to use all 6 sources, but you can, and they're there for you. They go in order of difficulty. So the first couple sources are easier to read through, and then they get a little bit more difficult as they go up to source 6. Once you get facts, you're going to put them in a Word document. So let's say, for example, I'm going to be doing George Washington, and I'm going to click on source 1 to get some quick facts. And it will take me to this website where I can click on his name. And you'll see there are just very simple facts here about George Washington. And then as you go down, you can see a little bit more information about him. So here's some facts about him. I'm going to open up a Word document, and I am going to, you can use a Word document, or if you wanted to try this notebook layout, this is an interesting way to get information. It looks a little different than the Word document, but it does the same thing. So the title on here is going to be my president's name. And then I'm going to find some facts about him now. What I would do, since this is the first source, is make sure I know where this came from, say source 1, and I could copy and paste this website in if I wanted to, edit copy or paste here. Or I could just write source 1 because I know source 1 is this website. But you're going to need the website eventually, so you may want to copy and paste it in there. So I know he served as president from 1789 to 1797. I could type that in my Word document, or because I'm really just gathering facts, I could again copy and paste it in here. So you can copy and paste, or if you want to just move your window so you can see that, his party was the Federalist Party. So I'm going to type that in. All right. His information about his birth was that he was born in February 22nd, 1732. And if I don't want to copy this entire city and state, I can highlight it and paste it in there. Okay, so you're going to gather facts. There's source 1. You may want to put in source 2 and then go back and use source 2 to find information about him from Fact Monster. This is the second source. All right. So you're going to gather some facts, put them in your Word document. When your research is done, that's when you begin PowerPoint. Okay. The PowerPoint's going to be set up similar to this PowerPoint. Here's a sample PowerPoint that I created. You're going to have your president's name and your name on the title slide. And you can have any background you want. The second slide is going to be facts about his presidency. So whatever facts you found about what he did or who he was during president, any facts about him, his vice president maybe, put them on the second slide. The third slide, facts about his life, would be facts about things that didn't necessarily have to do with his presidency. His birth, his death, what he did before he became president might be interesting, maybe some interesting family life facts, anything that you find that is interesting that you want to share, put it on slide 3. Slide 4 is a presidential quote. Okay. The quote, not the speech, the quote is going to be found using source 4. That is a website that lists presidential quotes. Presidents said a lot of things, so a lot of the presidents will have many quotes. Choose one, try to read it, try to understand it. If you have trouble, ask me, I can try to help you. And then you're going to put the quote in quotation marks on the slide, and then you're going to explain it. What did it say? So you're going to just explain a little bit more about why he said it, or maybe the time during he said it, something about that time. So you're going to do a little bit of research on that. The 5th slide is an optional slide. If you choose to, you can use source 6 and find and read his inaugural address. They're very long, so it's broken down into sections. If you just want to read one part of his address, that's fine. But if you choose to do this slide, you're going to read some part of his address and then write an analysis of the things he said that were interesting or important. So something about the address that was interesting to the American people at the time. Okay. The last slide, everyone needs to have a citation slide, and that's in bullet form. You list the website addresses that you'll find all the information for your PowerPoint. Okay. And that, if you did take good notes on your Word document, you could just copy and paste these web addresses in. Okay. So that's an overview of the project. What you're going to want to do to get started is to look at the list of presidents, which is on the PowerPoint, the 5th grade PowerPoint page. The link is here. And find a president first. Let me know who you choose, and then once I approve that, you can begin researching your president. Okay, and the rest of the videos below this video are how to make your PowerPoint more interesting. So adding pictures, adding sound, putting audio in, putting your own audio in, right? All those things you'll do after your PowerPoint's done. Okay, so now you can go to the project page, click on the link of presidents, and pick your president.